Between the two of us, there won't be enough left of Spider-Man to fit in a matchbox.
Friend or foe, these alien parasites pack quite the punch. Welcome to WatchMojo.com, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 symbiote-infected characters. Before we begin, we publish new videos every day, so be sure to subscribe for more great content. For this list, we'll be looking at the characters in the Marvel Universe who have at one point or another been fused with the alien beings known as the Klimtar or symbiotes. We'll only be looking at characters who are defined by their symbiote identity, so pre-existing characters who have briefly bonded with a symbiote like Deadpool and Spider-Man won't be included. Be on the lookout since we'll be going into some spoiler territory ahead.
Well, just another day in the life. Whoa! What the? Is that rock?
Number 10. Phage. You would have thought that the government would have stopped toying around with things from outer space, but it seems they never learn. A combination of a mercenary by the name of Karl Mach and one of the 5 forcibly extracted symbiotes from Venom, Phage was to be a weapon controlled by the organization known as the Life Foundation. Unfortunately, much like his siblings, his web-swinging career was cut short when they were murdered by former companion Scream via sonic knife. That's gotta hurt. Number 9. Lasher. You can never have too many tendrils, at least when you're a symbiote. Like the others, Lasher was in service to the Life Foundation organization, made up of mercenary Ramon Hernandez and one of Venom's forced spawn. Alas, no amount of tendrils could prevent him from being cut down by Scream. While that might have been the end of his human counterpart, the Lasher symbiote would go on to become 1/4 of Hybrid, and following on from that as part of the symbiote artillery spec ops group known as Mercury Team in War Dog. Number 8. She-Venom. There have been 2 women who have gone by this alias, and wouldn't you know it, both of their lives were ruined by the Venom symbiote. The first was Eddie Brock's ex-wife, Anne Weying, who was left so traumatized by the experience of fusing with the alien creature that she ended up committing suicide. The next was Patricia Robertson, who found herself bonded to a clone of Venom. That is until she was bested and absorbed by the original. Moral of the story, it really doesn't pay to be in Eddie Brock's inner circle. Number 7. Hybrid. Following on from the deaths of Phage, Lasher, Riot, and Agony at the hands of Scream, it looked like the end of the Life Foundation symbiotes. As it happens, they weren't done just yet. The 4 fused together into a single being before finding a new host in Guardsman Scott Washington. As a result, he became the anti-hero known as Hybrid. Now with 4 extra voices in his head and a new, powerful form, he patrolled the streets of his neighborhood, enacting violent justice on criminals. Well, that is until he was killed by Eddie Brock during his anti-symbiote vendetta. Number 6. Scream. There's a bad egg in every family, and in the case of the Life Foundation symbiotes, it was this crazy chick. Bonded to the likes of the less than stable Donna Diego, Scream proved to be a deadly adversary thanks to the power of her lethal, whip-like hair. Of course, now with the symbiote heightening her senses of paranoia, she eventually snapped. Said snap sent her into a frenzy where she believed that all symbiotes were evil and had to be purged, leading her to slay her former comrades before fleeing. Talk about loco. Number 5. Toxin. We all know Venom went on to spawn Carnage, but what if the cycle continued? After giving birth to a new symbiote, to everyone's surprise, Carnage's child went on to fuse with a local police officer, one who rejected his villainous ancestry. After giving up everything to protect those he loved, Patrick Mulligan tried to control the juvenile mind of his new symbiote partner, becoming an ally to Spider-Man in the process. While he certainly proved himself a hero, Patrick was later killed, and the Toxin symbiote was fused to Eddie Brock. Seriously, dude, now you are just being greedy. Number 4. Agent Venom.
Flash Thompson is
Venom! Yeah!
You all remember Flash Thompson, right? Peter Parker's high school bully? Well, as it happened, he abandoned his old jock ways and joined the military. He soon found himself as part of Project Rebirth, where he was successfully bonded with the Venom symbiote, becoming the ultimate operative. Now a force for good and modeled on Spider-Man's ideals, Flash has turned the symbiote into a hero to be proud of. In doing so, he's also proven himself to be a vital member of both the Avengers as well as the Guardians of the Galaxy. Number 3. Anti-Venom. Eddie Brock may be something of a douche, but he's also a character who has suffered more than most during his run in the comics. After losing the Venom symbiote to Mac Gargan, aka the Scorpion, as well as being diagnosed with cancer, Eddie was left a broken man. That is, until the deceptive Mr. Negative cured him, but in the process, created a new kind of symbiote, one that was completely under Brock's control. Now able to cure any disease and with a born-again attitude, Anti-Venom served as something of an ally to Spider-Man. Number 2. Carnage.
What's wrong? Cassidy is gone. There is only Carnage!
Take the psychosis of serial killer Cletus Cassidy and pair him up with the child of Venom, and what do you get? A villain who revels in the slaughter of whoever he can get his claws on. His crimes across the comics have been numerous and bloody, killing hundreds upon hundreds of innocents just for his own crazed fun. With monstrous strength and the power to shift his appendages into deadly weapons, Carnage is the only monster capable of forcing an alliance between Spider-Man and Venom. Before we reveal our number 1 pick, here are a few honorable mentions.
I need to reach the real Peter Parker inside of you. The one who cares about the people around him.
He's gone for good.
Number 1. Venom.
Now, we're one. Now, you're gonna pay. From now on, we're poison to you, Spider-Man.
The original Big Daddy of symbiotes wins the day, and what a track record he has. While many have taken on the mantle, most associate Venom with that of Eddie Brock. After Spider-Man rid himself of the black suit, the rejected alien found a partner in the vengeful Brock, whose joint hatred of the Wallcrawler turned him into one beastly villain. He's brought Spidey to near death on countless occasions, acted as something of a lethal protector, and is constantly torn between rebuilding his life or succumbing to the seduction of the symbiote.
Goodbye.
Eddie, no! If you destroy Spider-Man, the alien will take over completely.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out these other great clips from WatchMojo and subscribe for new videos every day.